What to Play presents the top 10 high-graphic Android games, arranged by play scores. The play score is an average of gamer and critic ratings. Number 10. NBA 2K Mobile Basketball. With releases scheduled almost every year and not enough changes to make, sports games usually make up for the minimal improvements by inching closer and closer to realism. 2K's venture into mobile basketball is definitely a productive one, bringing the awe of their high-grade visuals to our smartphones. But they didn't stop there. To add to the 2K signature graphics, there's also over 400 different NBA player cards to collect, including today's rosters, and of course the certified classics. But if you're looking for a more personalized experience, you also get to create and customize your very own player and use their skills on the court. Released back in 2018, today's stock of smartphones might have no problem running this lush sports game. Still, 2 years on, NBA 2K Mobile Basketball still feels like one of the best basketball games on the platform, and it gets a play score of 7.87. Number 9. Perfect World Mobile. We've probably all heard of Perfect World, one of the most popular MMOs of its time, with a legacy that lasted 12 long years. Recently, it made its comeback with a sparkly new edition made especially for the mobile. Perfect World Mobile offers a seamless world spanning the Etherblade to the City of the Moon. As an MMO with fantasy settings, it really does not hold back on visual beauty, putting detail into their characters, classes, and of course their monsters. It's not just the nostalgia factor that reels people in as well, it actually feels fresh, even among today's crop of MMORPGs. Gather around your friends, set everything on high, and become captivated by the beauty and the fun that their world can offer, showing itself worthy of a long-standing legacy. Perfect World Mobile remains a top-notch title with a play score of 7.91. Number 8. Hero Hunters. If anyone's on the lookout for console-like titles on the mobile, then this might be worth a shot. Hothead Games shows off their flair with the jaw-dropping graphics of their RPG shooter hybrid. Anchoring on cover-based shooting action, their campaign follows a heated war against the army of Kurtz. Set in beautifully dilapidated cities and populated by a gorgeously rendered cast of characters, Hero Hunters has all it takes to be an RPG classic. While the graphics are very impressive, Hero Hunters is a bundle of adrenaline-pumping joy too. The game doesn't allow you to waste time looking at the landscape. The real-time PvP battles and co-op boss raids, all jam-packed with fun shooting and explosions, will keep you coming back for more, even after the graphics have grown old. Hero Hunters will be a mainstay on the mobile hemisphere for a while longer, getting a play score of 8.21. Number 7. Final Fantasy XV Pocket Edition. Okay, so we know about Square Enix Final Fantasy XV, which took almost a decade to create in its entirety and is one of the most beautiful open-world environments of its time. But since the smartphones just aren't quite ready for that yet, we get at least a fraction of that experience with a gang in a chibi-fied form. Pocket Edition is a freemium experience, which means you get a taste of the Final Fantasy magic with one free chapter. Hopefully, it gets you ready to take on the perils of Noctis' quest. It might be a distilled RPG experience compared to the massive console original, and its graphics may be a bit of a downgrade, but we'd be lying if we said it doesn't look good. It's a stylized rendition of a great game, earning itself a play score of 8.28. Number 6. PUBG Mobile. We may have had a laugh about the bugs and glitches of this breakthrough battle royale game on the PC, but it did seem to find its home when it released on the mobile. With PUBG Mobile, you get to experience the full thrills of the 1 vs 100 battlefield wherever you go. But aside from getting that solo chicken dinner, PUBG also has a squad play feature to let you share the experience with your friends. For a mobile game, it's a pretty smooth experience as it adjusts to your phone's capabilities to bring optimal performance every time. So though it might not run your phone down with its graphics, it is quite an experience to have a full PC game on a portable format. PUBG Mobile gets a play score of 8.34. Number 5. Asphalt 9 Legends, 2018's new arcade racing game. Now we're moving into the big boys of the graphics department. Much like sports games, if there's one other genre that does graphics well, it's racing. On the mobile, Gameloft is one of the best. Now on its 9th installment, Asphalt feels like their longest running series, and in this entry, they're really taking it to the next level. Legends features a roster of the top quality hypercars for you to drive, such as Ferrari, Porsche, Lamborghini, and W Motors, just to name a few. Feel free to pick the dream car you want to have and race across spectacular locations. Sure, you might still get annoyed by its flurry of microtransactions, but that's just part of the Gameloft package. But no matter how you cut it, Asphalt 9 is one great looking game, and it's an adrenaline-packed experience too. It has a play score of 8.44. Number 4. Grid Autosport. The old racing saints have come marching in. 5 years after the release on the PC, Codemasters' 2014 racing game swooped in at the tail end of last year to show the mobile just what they were missing. It may have had its faults, but Grid Autosport was once described as the generation's best racer. With this Android transition, it still definitely got it. Grid Autosport offers console-quality racing on the go, with smooth, customizable controls and content spanning hundreds of cars and circuits, game modes, plus all the game's DLCs in one convenient package. It might come at a heavy price of 4GB, but that's crumbs compared to all its awesome AAA content. A breath of new life for a bygone generation title. It has a play score of 8.5.
3, 2, 1, go!
Number 3. Rush Rally 3. The third installment of Brown Master's racing series, Rush Rally 3 markets itself as one of the realistic rally simulations out there.
Overquest 80. 5 left, 100.
And that doesn't just mean the graphics department. Rally racing is one of the most demanding sports in the racing genre, and capturing the intensity of the track is what Rush Rally is here for.
Overjump 80. Overquest 3 left, 80.
It's not quite console quality game that Grid Autosport is, but what makes Rush Rally 3 a great addition to the Android roster is its perfectly balanced mechanics. With this installment of the Rush Rally series, they tinker with optimized controls to deliver that balance of stress and excitement that rally racing offers. For less than $5, you get 72 stages and 72 cars, plus a few more game modes to try out as well. Sure, it's not the best when it comes to visuals, but it's close to the most stylish rally racer, and it gets a play score of 8.54.
Reloading! Cover me!
Number 2. Call of Duty Mobile. Tencent Games made quite a splash in the world of mobile gaming when they announced a new venture for their acclaimed first-person shooter series. By now, Call of Duty is a name that speaks for itself, and seeing it for the first time on the portable platform is nothing short of a treat.
Predator missile inbound.
Call of Duty Mobile isn't exactly the same as its console counterparts. The graphics, especially with its slightly cartoonish style, isn't close to what you'd expect on the PS4 and Xbox One. But what it does though is bring their brand of heavy-duty shooting on the go. On top of that, it even added a 100-player Battle Royale mode to cover all the action you might want. While it did run into some bumps early in its release, it ultimately won the battle with more than 35 million downloads in its first week alone. It has a play score of 8.6. And at number 1 is Grimvalor. Grimvalor isn't what you'd expect to win the battle for high graphics games on the Android. As a game set in dark, underground caverns, it doesn't show off realism, but it's beautiful nonetheless. Within its limited mobile format, it offers visually stunning environments and a bestiary of cool monsters to take down with its exhilarating combat. Grimvalor is considered by many as the mobile counterpart to From Software's Dark Souls series. There's dark settings, grisly creatures, and most especially, there's brutal combat that will challenge even the best adventurers. winning spots in top 10 lists for both iOS and Android, Grimvalor has definitely earned its reputation as a gold standard in portable hack and slash action. It has a play score of 8.86.